One little trash pile. Why do you care so much? Why is it so important to you?
Well, the thing about it is that this is home. This is where we live.
A Metro Councilman says enough is enough when it comes to this illegal dumping. And now he wants to dramatically increase the fine to make it stop. Good evening, I'm Samantha Fisher.
And I'm Eric Egan. It just looks awful, doesn't it? Well, Councilman Walter Hunt says there are illegal dump sites across his district and all around Metro.
Yeah, Hunt tells us people dump illegally because, well, they're lazy, and he says they don't get caught. So the fine is only $50, and he thinks it's time to change that.
Well, News 2's Andy Cordan met with Councilman Hunt in North Nashville tonight.
According to Metro Public Works, the agency receives some 1,800 calls a year as it relates to illegal dump sites. Well, that costs you taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars a year to clean up. The fine, if someone's caught, a measly $50. But that could go up substantially if Councilman Walter Hunt has his way.
This is home. This is where we live.
If Walter Hunt gets his way, the penalty for illegal dumping will be so costly, it will make anyone considering this crime think twice.
The law should be enforced for trashing the city in the same manner as it's enforced when you run a red light.
Hunt shows me an illegal dump site off Ewing Lane in North Nashville.
They keep dumping, we keep picking it up.
A $50 fine and cleanup costs is the most the person who did this could be fined under state law.
This stuff occurs day in and day out. We spend thousands of taxpayers' dollars to get this stuff cleaned, and yet there's no end to it.
Hunt tells me that it's time to dramatically increase that fine to $1,000, even $1,500.
And right now, $50 will not deter anybody from throwing down the trash because it only costs them $50 if they get caught.
Changing the $50 fine is much harder than you think. Councilman Hunt says he's talked to state reps who say the only way to increase the penalty is through a constitutional amendment. So what you want to do is you want to say we need a stiffer fine if we could catch the guy dumping this stuff. Is that correct?
Send him to jail if they have to.
And so why can't we do that?
The state won't allow it.
And Hunt tells me he plans to make this an issue with fellow council people. He wants to put pressure, if possible, on the state to try to make the changes he alluded to.
You know, we have notes here that we stick to talk about the story, to ask questions, but this is disgusting. Can anything actually happen where they can change the fine or change the law?
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, if you have to get a constitutional amendment, that's not easy to do, but you know what? Anything that's worthwhile is worth doing, and one man with a vision, maybe that's where it starts.
Right.
As you said, I mean, it is terrible if that's your neighborhood. It's a quality of life issue. There's varmints there, there's disease, there's the possibility of creeks being contaminated. It just, you know, trash begets more trash. People just see tires and say, oh, we can dump stuff there too. It's just bad for the community.
Part of it's showing people the problem, and you did just that. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Everybody, the Department of Public Works has a lot of great information on its website, including where you can bring your materials to be dumped. So just go to WKRN.com. We have a link to their site for more information.